The nation this morning is honoring the legacy of Nancy Reagan as a powerful and transformative First Lady. Nancy Reagan was instrumental in Ronald Reagan's political rise and a strong defender of his legacy. She is remembered as a force both in public and behind the scenes at the White House.
Nancy Reagan once said, quote, "My life really began when I married my husband." The adoring way she looked at the president came to be known as the gaze. Bill Plante covered the Reagan White House and joins us at the table. Good morning to you. You took her advice and got the ring.
Yeah, good morning.
Good.
Yeah.
Good morning.
During her lifetime, Nancy Reagan played a lot of roles. She was an actress, she was a mother, she was an advocate for Alzheimer's research. But by her own account, her most important role was that of Ronald Reagan's wife and fierce protector. During their 52 years of marriage, Nancy and Ronald Reagan's devotion to one another was undeniable. They met where love stories are made, Hollywood.
Taste.
Nancy Davis, then a Hollywood starlet, contacted Reagan, who was head of the Screen Actors Guild, for help after her name mistakenly popped up on a list of communist sympathizers.
Well, at that point, I just wanted to meet Ronald Reagan.
They married in 1952 and became parents of two children, Patty and Ron.
It's impossible to imagine Ronald Reagan being elected president without Nancy, and he relied on her for pretty much everything.
Mrs. Reagan was often accused of meddling in the White House, as when she orchestrated the firing of Chief of Staff Donald Reagan. She was also criticized for wearing designer evening gowns in her signature Reagan red, but her husband always stood by her.
For all the years we've been married, it's been we, not you and I. It would be inconceivable to me to go my own way on something without her.
After the Reagans left the White House, the First Lady focused her energy on the health of her husband.
They were very short, the golden years.
In 2002, she spoke to 60 Minutes about his battle with Alzheimer's.
That's the worst part about this disease. There's nobody to exchange memories with.
Right.
And we had a lot of memories.
The Reagans would have celebrated their 64th wedding anniversary last Friday. On their 31st anniversary, the president wrote her, "I more than love you. I'm not whole without you. You are life itself to me. When you are gone, I'm waiting for you to return so I can start living again." Nancy Reagan will be buried beside her husband at the Ronald Reagan Presidential Library in California.
Bill, you covered the Reagan presidency. You were there. What was she like? I mean, she was involved in reporters' lives, too, as you alluded to earlier.
She was involved in everything. At a reception, she asked, I said to her, "This is my almost fiancé," and she looked at me like, what a stupid thing to say, which of course it was.
Yeah.
And she said to my now wife, "When's your birthday, dear?" And she looked at me and said, "Get her a ring."
That's so
It was so
great.
sad, though, to hear her say, you know, we had so many memories and I have no one to share them with because of Alzheimer's.
I've never seen a couple that was closer than the two of them. That was real.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you, Bill.